All right, thank you for joining. Welcome to Ethereum Canada's meeting 111. I shared agenda in chat. The first item that we had on the agenda was project demo with the project eips.fun. It looks like there was some miscommunication on the timing of the meeting, and we do not have the team. I take the full responsibility. It was miscommunication on the events part. But nevertheless, we can come back on that later on. We can go ahead and start with our regular updates. So welcome again to the Canada's meeting. And on Ethereum network upgrades, we know that we are expecting Dencun, Deneb, and Cancun upgrade. So for Cancun, we have almost received the final list of EIPs. There are 5 proposals which are included as per the specs available at Ethereum's execution specs. And the proposal numbers are EIP 1153 transient storage opcodes, EIP 4788 beacon block route in the EVM, EIP 4844 shard block transactions, EIP 5656 mcopy memory copying instruction, and EIP 6780 self-destruct only in same transaction. That's on Tenab side. However, we do have an extended list of specs changes which we are expecting with the Deneb upgrade. It is mostly on light client, and there are some changes with respect to beacon chain, fork choice, fork, P2P interface, polynomial commitment, and validator. So all these files would be expecting some changes. Please follow the latest consensus specs release to update the validator node and with the changes which are already merged. I have added the EIP 4844 implementers calls recording and notes. We do have the readiness checklist as well to follow along. We had recently started a DevNet 6 for testing of EIP 4844, hoping to have a DevNet specific to this upgrade activated shortly. We'll get to know more about it in the upcoming All Core Dev meeting. Okay, that's about the network upgrade. I have also added link to Dencun upgrade Penny playlist. We have multiple recordings on the proposals and spec changes with respect to Dencun upgrade. We are hoping to talk to more authors for rest of the proposal. So far, you can check it for 4844 and 1153, but we are hoping to have conversation with the rest of the proposals to have this video available for public information. Tomorrow, we are expecting a call with one of our EIP editors who happens to be the client developer for JavaScript and Lodestar. And that is about the Deneb specs changes. So if you're around, please join us on the call at 18:30 UTC. And yeah, that is all about it. We have also added information about Workle implementers call. People can find the entire playlist on Ethereum Cat Headers YouTube. And we do have mega specs for EUF. We did not have EUF meeting last week. Mostly because of not much updates and some of the contributors were on vacation. So we hope to have next meeting on next Wednesday. Moving on to the next item, which is Events Fellowship and Hackathon. I think the participation for the application date for Ethereum Protocol Fellowship is closed. However, people who have not submitted the application and still wanted to follow, they can. We do have a dedicated channel at ETH R&D Discord. I have received a few queries with respect to EPF, like if they have not done it, how they can do it. I think this is open, and even if you are not enrolled, you can still follow the calls, which will be announced on the channel. And yeah, you can share your questions and try to educate yourself with respect to Ethereum protocol, and you can seek help from all client developers available in the channel. We already have shared about Dev Connect. I think the first agenda list is out. Please take a look. So far, this is all the updates with respect to protocol development and events fellowship. People, if you have any information that you would like to share with the rest of the community, please share it with us. Either you can share it on Discord channel, or you can just leave a comment here and we will include it in the next meeting. On general update section, I have shared the stats with respect to the different social media of Ethereum cat herders. We are around 6,600 followers on Twitter, over 2,000 users on Discord, and over 3,100 YouTube subscribers. Moving on to the ECH engineering side, we did have a meeting yesterday where we discussed two things. One is the development of development with respect to application projects, and one with respect to the development of the present Catharsis website. I do see George on the call. George, if you would like to take a few minutes and talk about these two updates.
Yeah, sure. So for the first one with the ERCs and ERP, basically reference repository that we're working on. We started creating a form, so authors and projects that use some of these ERCs that have been around for a while can fill it out and basically add some resources like packages that other builders can use to help implement these ERCs into their own projects, as well as other projects that have already implemented it as examples. So these are focused more towards existing ERCs before there was a proposal to add implementations to newer ERC proposals. So this is kind of just filling the gap of older ones. And that's currently in progress when it comes to also just filling out the whole list, which Saprit and Pooja are also helping out with that. When it comes to the website, we are adding some additional information on the Denkun page, mainly focused on the ERPs related to Deneb, the consensus layer upgrade, since most of it is focused on Cancun as of right now, and also just updating it since the last time it was updated, since there's been a few updates since the last time that the website has been updated. I purposely try to use update as much as possible now. So so that's pretty much in terms of my updates.
It's interesting to have updates about updates.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Hopefully didn't confuse too many people.
Yeah, we are used to of hearing words upgrades, updates so frequently.
Yeah.
Ethereum ecosystem.
Yeah, maybe I should change it up with upgrades too. So
right. Yeah, right. I mean, we do have this client developers meeting every week. 1 week it is execution client, another week it is consensus client, and we do expect some changes to the updates on upgrade related information. We will try to do our best to keep this website updated for people to follow. Thank you so much,
Yep.
George, for sharing this information. And I hope that we should receive a PR soon, by the end of this week, of course, and we will be able to update the page.
Yep.
Very well. Let's move on to the next section, which is ECH operations. Yeah, we are adding shots for Peep and Eep in community playlist. Yesterday, we have shared shots of proposal 4844, where Dan Crad shared some useful pieces of information with respect to why KZZ schemes are required and why did we do the KZZ ceremony before we started working on this 4844 upgrade. So yeah, I think it's a good way of sharing information in pieces, and we hope it is helpful for people. And if it creates interest, we are also sharing the link to follow the full video. So that's on charts. And one other thing that I think I was discussing it with Santosh. We were hoping to have shots from the CAT meeting as well. So now that we have started this project demo thing, like we are hoping to have one project coming up on Ethereum CAT meeting to demo and share it with the community. We can probably create shots or shorter video for projects specifically and be able to share. Do you have thoughts there, Santosh? Do you think it is going to be relatively easier and useful as well?
Yeah, it will be much easier to trim because it's specific to the project update, right? We can definitely give a shot. Yeah. I think you had told me this in the past to reach out to a few folks who wants to talk about it in the ECH meeting. Maybe I didn't follow up, I didn't get time, but I'll definitely try to find some time to reach out to a few of the folks and see if they're relevant. We'll add them to the ECH call.
That's right. Sorry, I was also discussing this with George yesterday, and we hope to have a schedule created just like we have a schedule for Peep and Eep on public project board, the GitHub project board. We can have it for this meeting as well as project demo, so people can reach by themselves to us, and we can have them scheduled for the future meeting of Ethereum CAT holders, just to simplify the process.
Sure, good.
Okay, cool. So we'll start working on this. Maybe we can start with the first project, the Stater project, which demoed the other day. Would you like to maybe take a look at it and maybe create the first trimming video shots? Yeah. From there.
I'll do.
Okay.
It was in the last meeting, right? Last meeting of the ECH, right?
I think two meetings ago, I guess.
Okay, I'll figure it out. Yeah.
Okay, so that is something new that we are adding here. Hopefully it will engage more involvement. Moving on to ECH Podcast, we have been releasing podcast episodes every week. Please check out the webpage ethereumcatherders.com/podcast to get to know about all the platform where we are releasing it. And please stay updated with the latest talk on the Ethereum research and protocol development. Okay, the next section is EIPS Insight and EIPS Insight website. So if we take a look at the website, I think it is providing us all the latest information about EIPS in the present month. For June, we have received 11 EIPs in draft. 2 of them are core and rest 9 are ERC proposals. We have 3 proposals in review, 1 in last call and 1 in final status. The proposal in last call is 6093. I'm quickly gonna check at the last date for this proposal, just to be sure that if this has passed the end date. Yeah, right. The last call deadline here is August 15. So we do have some time. People, if you have a suggestion, or changes recommended for this proposal, please make sure to add it before 15th August on Fellowship of Ethereum Magician. Once the proposal moves through funnel, we may not be able to entertain any kind of update on the proposal. So yeah, please be sure to share it with authors or bring it to authors' attention. People can check out the HackMD added in the agenda, or also you can check out eipsinsight.com/current month for EIP's insight of the latest month. On PEEP and EEP, as I mentioned earlier, we have planned a meeting with Kajinder Singh, who is an EIP editor and also contributor to Lodestar and Ethereum JS. This call would be dedicated to DNAB upgrade specs. And it is scheduled for tomorrow, June 21st at 18:30 UTC. It will be followed by a few other proposals which we are expecting in upcoming days. Number one is 6110 supply validated deposit chain with Mikhail Kalanin. And the other one is expected with DNAB EIP 6780 self-destruct only in the same transaction with Guillaume Bellet. Stay tuned with these meetings. You can check out the calendar available on Ethereum Cat Herders GitHub, or you can also follow Ethereum Cat Herders Discord to know about the date and also the Zoom link to join the meeting if you are interested. I'm happy to see that all notes have been added here. So we do have notes available for ACDE 163, ACDC 111, EIP 82. We do have added recording for editing office hour 19 and agenda added for the next meeting, which is expected next Tuesday at 1500 UTC. The next section is about new initiative and association and updates with respect to ECH access. I don't think we have made any changes on Twitter access as yet.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, the access was one part. The other part was also giving, sharing the content, right? It was pending on my side. So I'll try to share something definitely this week, followed by we can make at least have some progress before we meet next week.
Sounds good. So yeah, I mean, if anyone else has any other community engagement idea, please feel free to share it with us. We are hoping to have information about upgrade protocol changes going out as frequent as possible and reach and have maximum reach there. The last item added for today's discussion is review of outstanding action item from previous meeting. Considering this is most of the updates, I do not see much of the action items needed here. And one other thing that we would like to discuss will be the meeting date, next meeting date. So next meeting is falling on July 4th. Do we want to keep it? It's going to be short, of course, but it's totally up to us to decide. If not, then we can skip the other one and move it to July 18 directly. Any thoughts, suggestion here?
I'm fine with it. It's fine if you want to move it to July 18.
Okay.
Yeah, likewise.
All right, so what we do is like we check on with projects. If we get any projects they are interested in demoing. I remember one project they specifically mentioned that they would be interested in having demoed after 29th of June. So if we get any kind of demo organized before that, then we will keep it on July 4th. If not, then we will skip that week and move it to July 18. The announcement should be done at least a week before the meeting date. Does that sound a reasonable settlement here for the date?
Yep.
Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. I think that is all. Anyone has anything to share for today? Add a suggestion? Then we can give ourselves 30 minutes back. Thank you for joining us today. See you in 2 weeks, hopefully. Have a good one, everyone. Yeah,
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thanks, Pooja. You too.